We're here today in our farm market, and we're talking a little bit about some of the renovations, and in particular some of the materials that we use to make the farm market renovation kind of look pretty spiffy, we think. And we're kind of happy with how things have worked out. Big part of our program is always in construction materials, using as much in the way of repurposed materials as possible. Of course, this is a good ecological way to, reduce our carbon footprint, reduce our ecological footprint. It's also just a really good way to sort of reapply some historically important building materials in ways that kind of conform with our modern world. So part of our vision for a new agriculture is an agriculture that is in line and in sync with our ecological realities. Of course, you got to have economic sense as well, so we got to be productive in our farming, but we have to keep in mind that we should not be extracting from the land more than we're giving back. And a big way we like to focus on that is reusing everything possible. We really believe in barn materials as a source of building materials. Barns have a significance historically, but they also have a very important role to play in giving us lumber that we can repurpose. And anytime you can reuse something rather than recycle it, you're just that much lower in the carbon footprint that you're using.
I'm Scott Henderson. My wife and I own Iowa Barn Boards. We're out of Winterset, Iowa. We tear down old barns and corn cribs around the state of Iowa primarily, and we buy and sell the lumber. And today we're delivering some 1x12 barn siding to Paul here at the Wilson Orchard.
As we look around the barn, we can also see orchard ladders and different beams from various barn projects that we've taken down over the years. And yeah, that's a big part of what we're about. We believe it adds some authenticity in the way of, we are connecting with ag. This is a new agriculture that we believe in, where we're dealing directly with customers. Customers appreciate the historic quality of this wood, but they also are looking for authentic and not sort of pretend farm operations, we believe, and we feel like this adds a certain authenticity to it.
So if you don't see a reward for taking this old product and sort of reinvigorating it and giving it a new life, then it's really just not something you're going to do. And I do have a passion for the lumber. I find both the wood itself interesting, the techniques that were used in these old barns that you can see remnants of in these beams with these pockets. They're all done by hand by people just like us 100 or 200 years ago, age-old construction techniques. And when we represent the wood here, we get to see some of those tells or remnants of how the wood was used the first time, and then we get to embrace and enjoy the wood a second time as well. Iowa's an agricultural state, and the entire Midwest, all the things that we take for granted and that we assume are normal today in Iowa, all can be traced right back to our agricultural roots. And this barn lumber just kind of speaks to that as well. And I think that's why not just us, but our customers like this product too. They're seeking us out and seeking our product out because of this, because it has a warmth, it has a story, and a history that you can't really replicate any other way than the way that this look has been created, which is time, use, wear, weather, and all these things.
As we go forward, we are trying to, along with a lot of other people, envision a new type of agriculture. This is an agriculture that has a lower carbon footprint, that returns to the earth carbon and nutrients as much as it takes from the earth. And that's in line with, we don't want to just sustain what we have. We want to try to positively affect the world around us. We want to try and positively fit in with the ecological reality around us. And that requires some rethinking on our part. we look, whether it's pest control or how we build or how we operate equipment, we're trying to figure out how do we reduce the amount that we're demanding of the earth and give back more than we're taking. It's a big job, it's a big challenge, and I'll be the first one to admit we're a long ways away from successful at it, but we're giving it a go. And we've got a great team of people, a hell of a lot smarter than me, trying to figure this out.